I'm speaking today with Natividad Alejo, who is the head of consumer banking at Bank of the Philippine Islands in the Philippines. The bank, not the largest bank in the country, but the bank that has the largest branch network around the Philippine Islands. Thank you, Natividad, Nabi, for speaking to us today. So, what I understand, what you guys are doing, I mean, you've been the top retail bank in the Philippines for many years.
9 years.
Yeah, that's right. You guys are sort of looking at new segments now. How are you sort of approaching that? I mean, the way I understand, you're looking at the young and you're looking at the unbanked. So where's this taking you guys?
Well, we looked at the demographics in the market, okay, and we have noticed that one of the areas we need to work on, because we have a very vast, a very large distribution network. We have 800 branches across the country, and we feel that, and we have seen from the way the market has behaved, that we should not actually be closing down those branches because they need the access. It's a country of 7,000 islands, so they need the access across the whole archipelago. And so we said we will not close down the branches, but what we should be doing is increasing the number of customers who go in through the branches to make it more profitable, to make the branches more profitable and really useful. And so the focus is on bringing in more customers, being more inclusive rather than exclusive. And that meant that, you know, we had to take a closer look at the marketplace. As we looked at the marketplace, we noticed that there is a huge segment that continues to be unbanked today in the Philippines. And I think that stems from the fact that historically, banks, and more particularly BPI, were like for the urban sector, for the professionals, for the upper class, right? It was very exclusive almost. And yet there's a large market, potential market, that will need banking services, and which none of the banks has touched today.
Well, because they're high risk and I suppose low margin.
Low margins in the sense that, you know, if you use the existing, the traditional ways of dealing with customers, the traditional ways of transacting in a branch, which are very high cost, right? Maybe not very profitable. But this is also a segment where information is not very, is not available all the time in terms of income, in terms of all those other measures. So, and that's why people have decided not to foray into that. So we started reading that market more closely, looking at it more closely, putting our own information and data in place so that we understand that segment better. And that's what we're doing now. We've started to move down both in age as well as in socio-economic sector. But we're trying to employ different ways by which we engage those different market segments. Example, we know that some of the students, the younger people, and even those who are in the urban cities but belong to the lower segment, they don't go to the bank because the bank looks like it's very elite and it's difficult to go in, right? And so we said, let's make it easy to enter. Okay, and so what we started to do was we started with the brick and mortar, made the branch more welcoming, etc., etc. But I think beyond the facelift of the branches, what we've started to do was we've started to put together what we call a mobile sales team. So now it is the bank who goes out to approach the customers rather than just saying, let's make ourselves approachable. We go out actively to approach customers. So our mobile sales team has been very successful at doing that. We conduct our own caravans in schools, offices, places of leisure, places of work, and have started to attract people, and have started to bring the relevance of banking even to these people who have not gone inside the branch. So that's one part of it, and that has helped us really grow the customer base in the last couple of years. The other side is the unbanked, which are really the lower end of the socioeconomic scale. This we're trying to do via a different vehicle that will allow us to engage this segment in a more cost-efficient manner. And to do that, we have gone into a partnership with a telecommunications provider. And the idea is for BPI to provide the banking know-how and the telecoms provider to provide the infrastructure, so that we bring the cost of doing banking down to a more affordable level, okay, to this lower end.
Okay. But doesn't it sort of move you away from your original goal, which was to get more branch traffic? I mean, you're using a mobile sales force to go out and, I guess, engage the young, and then you're using the mobile to engage the unbanked. But how does that bring people back into the branch?
It brings people into the bank, okay, and allows the branch, okay, to focus on higher value segments, focus on engaging them in a more value-adding way. And so people in the front line have a lot more time to talk to customers, get more information, get across, provide more value to these customers. So it's like, you're putting across an appropriate bank unit to a segment. And this is with respect to BPI handling this group of customers, this segment, and our subsidiary with the telecoms handling the microfinance side, or the lower end of the pyramid. So that's what we're doing. And in fact, our mobile sales force who bring in the customers, those customers are actually automatically enrolled in the alternative channels. In theory, they don't have to go to the branch. But what we've seen also is that people realize that it's not too difficult to deal with a bank, okay? And so, as I said, the ease to enter is the first part. The ease to transact is the next part. And the ease to transact will include certainly the alternative channels, and to your point, they don't go to the branch, right? But there is transaction that churns, which helps us cover the cost of the brick and mortar. Okay? But also, the ease to transact also communicates to this new set of customers, what are the things I can be doing with BPI? And certainly, in some cases, they will need to go to the branch, for example, to deposit, if there is no deposit acceptance machine, because we don't have that very prevalently available right now in the marketplace, the standalone cash acceptance machines. So for the most part, many of the deposits still have to be done through the branch. And so people go to the branch, but we also have enhanced that by saying you don't have to go to the branch of your account. Today, we are the only bank in the country who is able to provide a true bank anywhere capability, where each and every branch is your home branch.
Well, anyway, that sounds like an interesting story. Nabi, thanks so much for taking us through it, and good luck with it.
Thank you.
Excellent.